In this video we're going to be looking at a few safety aspects of performing barbell exercises. So when we use a barbell exercise, that's going across our shoulders, whether that be front rack or on the top of our traps. We want to make sure we've got the J-hooks and, if necessary, the spotting arms in the right place. So in this example we're going to be looking at a barbell exercise where the barbell would be going across our front rack or on the back of our traps. So this can be exercises like a barbell back squat, a barbell front squat, a barbell good morning, any Olympic lifting exercise where the bar would start on the back of our traps. So for this we want to make sure to get the right height of our J-hooks. What we can perform, or what we can do, is we can put our arms straight out in front of our shoulders so that our arms are at 90 degrees parallel to the floor. From here we want to walk in towards the barbell, and the barbell should go just underneath our armpits. This way we can get a quick and easy reading of wherever the barbell is at the right height. So when we step out and back in from the barbell, so we want to make sure, we've talked about how to set up and how to put the barbell on the back of our shoulders. We want to make sure we squeeze our shoulder blades together, creating what we call the shelf on the top of our neck. From here we're going to sit the bar on our shoulders. We want to make sure that the barbell is directly in the middle. So we don't want to set up so that our shoulders to one side of the barbell. What this is going to mean that one weight will be too far over to one side, then it will not be even side to side naturally. So to get an even distance side to side, what we can do is place our thumbs or the crutch of our hand on where the knurling changes. So here we've definitely got our hands now even side to side, and then from here we can pull ourselves under the bar. And then we can stand up. So from here we want to make sure that we've got our thumbs wrapped around the bar. We don't want to have them on the outside like this so that the barbell can shift and we haven't got a proper grip on the bar. Make sure that we've got our thumbs around. So from here we want to step back just one step and then reposition our feet. We don't want to be taking small steps to get out. This can unbalance ourselves and potentially we could trip over, but also it takes a lot of energy to then walk around and reposition our feet. Okay? So we're going to step out, one step. Perform our exercise. When we get back to the top, what we do not want to do is, one, try and find the J-hooks here like this, put a lot of stress on our back. Two, we want to make sure that we're not trying to, as we walk in, we're not then trying to place into the J-hooks. Okay, because if we land one and miss the other and commit and drop, then we're going to miss the J-hook. Okay, so what we want to do is walk in so that the barbell hits the edge of the J-hooks. Just like that. Pause with our bar in the rack, and then from here, slide down into position so that we're in a good position here. So ideally when we are in the gym, we'd ideally have a partner or somebody to help spot us when doing heavy barbell exercises. But if we don't and we're training on our own, we need to make sure that we're safe, okay? And what we can utilize for that are spotting arms. So spotting arms are used to stop the bar from landing on us if we fail effectively. So to get the right position of our spotting arms, in a squatting position, this is where they're going to be utilized mainly. But any exercise where we may be doing a push press, or we may be utilizing some form of squat jerking exercise, the spotting arms will be a little bit higher because that's the position where we're going to fail. Okay? So how we can get a good position is if we have our feet in a squatting position and then just go through our bodyweight squat. So if we squat down to a nice position where we squat, and then we can kind of have our arms roughly, we can understand where our squatting arms need to be. So these would need to go a little bit higher. So everything about what we just did with our J-hook setup is the exact same, pulling ourselves under, little step, driving up, one step away, making sure we're inside the J hooks or underneath the J hooks. From here we'll go for our squat, and then we should be just above where the J hooks are, so that if we fail, the J hooks are there to stop us from crushing into the floor with the barbell.